I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. DeWanna Bonner continues to take shots at the Indiana Fever and the Fever fans. I think it's absolutely disgusting. It's nasty work. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification. I am flat out disturbed that DeWanna Bonner continues to take shots at Indiana Fever fans, at the Indiana Fever, like we did something wrong to you. Like we did something wrong to you. No, you don't tell me nothing. I'm going to tell you something. You stole that money from Indiana. You signed up for that bread and didn't deliver. You didn't show up for work. You made up bullcrap excuses to not be at work. Let's stop playing games. Indiana Fever organization, y'all got me tight too because all of y'all come off as liars. We already know Stephanie White's a liar. I want to know what you promised this lady. I want to know what you promised this lady. Y'all sitting there letting her run around controlling the narrative on what happened. Why y'all letting her control the narrative on what happened? If you wasn't in the wrong. She came over here. She signed a max contract. She knew Phoenix didn't have the bread. She got 80 here and went and got the rest over there. I think it's trash. I think it's trash. And if we gonna keep it real, Chloe Bibby, the new 7-day signee, has fit in and played better than DeWanna Bonner did anyway. Let's be clear here. Chloe Bibby came in first game, knocked down 2 threes. DeWanna Bonner first game versus the gum on the bottom of the shoe, Chicago Sky. We had to jump through hoops of fire and do all types of abracadabra magic tricks to get her to finally score to break that record. Let's be clear here. Chloe Bibby looked like she came in and fit in better anyway. But that's a topic for another day. I'm disgusted with the fact that DeWanna keeps firing off at the Indiana Fever. I think it's whack. I think it's whack, man. I really, really do. Let's take a look at what she said in an ESPN article. DeWanna Bonner, I'm happy to be back home in Phoenix. The veteran spent the first 10 years of her career with the Mercury before leaving for the Connecticut Sun and then a brief stint with the Indiana Fever, blah, blah, blah. This is DeWanna Bonner. I wouldn't do anything differently. I think my journey is my journey. I'm going to accept that. It carried me to where I am now in Phoenix, and it happened that way for a reason. It didn't happen that way for a reason. You forced yourself out of Indiana, DeWanna, as if something happened. As if something happened. That's the truth. That is the truth. You refused to show up to work while receiving money, while taking payment. You refused to show up and do the job. And let's be clear, you wasn't even good while you was here. You was shooting threes, hitting the side of the backboard. You was hitting the side of the backboard on your 3-point shots, DeWanna. So let's not act like, first of all, the fans are the victim. The organization was the victim here. Like, why are we sitting here, she up in these articles like she was a victim, like she did, like something was done wrong. No, the fans are a victim. They welcomed you with open arms. They embraced you. And you turned your back and you quit. It's that simple. You quit. You refuse to show up to work. You wasn't hurt. You wasn't sick. It wasn't a personal fit. No, you just didn't want to be on the team no more. And then let's get into that. Let's get into that. The 37-year-old wing was focused on her future with Phoenix more than dwelling on the past or what went wrong in Indiana that ended with the team releasing her as she forced her way out, obviously. She did find the narrative that she was disgruntled to come off the bench amusing after starting the first few games for the Fever. In the opener, she moved into third in the WNBA career scoring list. Here's a quote from DeWanna Bonner. "That wasn't ever the issue. That's never been me," said Bonner, who was the WNBA Sixth Woman of the Year award 3 times. "I have no problem coming off the bench. I have never been that player. I don't feel like I have that reputation." Now, fair enough. You have won Sixth Woman of the Year, respectfully. But that don't mean that's what you thought you were walking into. I believe you thought you was coming here to be a veteran leader, an OG, and a starter. And that changed. And that's the thing. We don't know what Stephanie White really promised her. But she came here as a starter, was stinking it up, got injured, and Lexi Hall stepped in, and Lexi Hall should have been the starter from day one. DeWanna Bonner should, hold on, wait. Let's be clear here. DeWanna Bonner should have never been a starter in an Indiana Fever uniform. That's a fact. That's a fact. DeWanna Bonner should have never been a starter here. Lexi Hall earned the right to be the starter for that season opener. I think it's a flat-out travesty and a joke the way Stephanie White has played and thrown Lexi Hall to the back burner. I think it is ridiculous. I think that is it's ridiculous how Lexi Hall has been treated in all of this, period. So you came here, you stunk it up, and then you got benched. Just because you was okay with coming off the bench in another situation don't mean you was okay with coming off the bench in this situation. So I want to know what's the real? What's the real? Because you can't say while you was here, you said, oh, I've never played in front of this many fans. You were embraced by the fans. You spoke highly of the fans while you were here. You were a starter, but you wasn't playing well. And that was nobody else's fault that you was shooting threes, hitting the side of the backboard, and you was smoking layups. And then your starting spot got took, and then all of a sudden you refused to show up to work. Optics don't look good. It looked like you was mad that Lexi Hall took the starting job back. So if that's not the reason, then what is the reason? What's the reason? Like, come on, man. Stop it. Then she had something like, yeah, people can boo me. And man, get up out of here, man. I'm so sick of people playing victim when they were the ones who did wrong. You did wrong. You did nasty, nasty work, man. You did nasty work, DeWanna. It is as simple as that. Do not sit here and take shots and act like you don't care. Like, come on, man. Don't do that. The people embraced you in Indiana. And I'm pissed with the Indiana Fever organization because I feel like Stephanie White lies and she gives out false promises. And if that is the case, DeWanna Bonner, you should come out and say, Stephanie White said, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Stephanie White and the Indiana Fever should keep it real about why she wanted out. Why'd you want to? Oh, well, she wasn't happy with her role, with her playing time, whatever it is. Why are y'all sitting here letting her drive and push the narrative? And it's making y'all look crazy. It's making y'all look more and more crazy. Are y'all guilty of something? Are y'all scared of what she's going to say? It's real fishy around here. But I know one thing's for sure and two things for certain. DeWanna Bonner, you don't need to be taking unnecessary shots at the Fever, at the fans, or none of that. They could boo me. Don't be taking shots at nobody. You did bad. You did bad business. You did bad business. Period. You was receiving a check while refusing to show up to work. Period. DeWanna Bonner cannot stop. It is what it is. She finally, and I'll give you credit, because ever since you got the Phoenix, you've been balling. I don't know that, bro. This was a stick-up. This was a heist, what she did. This was a heist, what she did. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, and get down in them comments.